Good day. In today's update of how to raise funding on LinkedIn, I'm going to show you how we have surpassed the 10,000 US dollar mark. In my last recording, which was on the 30th of September, I showed how we raised funding up to 13,000. Today is the 7th of October, a few days later, the 7th of October. I hope you can see it on your screen. I'm going to share with you how the funding, Fractal Fund Management, has increased to almost 16,000. We are currently standing at 15,900 US dollars. Let's go to my Swiss account as usual. This is my Swiss account. As you can see, I'm now the number one. I've virtually taken over everything. I'm ahead of everybody. The fund itself, as at yesterday, which was the 6th of October, is now returning a gross of 96.65%. This is amazing. Yes, this is what Fractal strategy does. And I'm now returning monthly of 18.35%. Let's go inside. If you are listening to this video for the first time, you can see I am now ranking number one out of 50 other traders or 50 other owners of strategy. My Fractal Fund Management, like I said, is a manual trading whereby only a small fraction, a small portion of your capital is exposed to the market, and out of that we return 10%. This is like a mustard seed investment or growing. Jesus Christ preached about mustard seed. You can see we started the investment with 500 US dollars in May of 2017. My equity has actually grown to 3,350 US dollars. There are other contributors to the equity now. So the total equity is now standing at 15,925.26. This is amazing. We said we can return plus minus 10% per month, but we are actually doing more than that. As you can see, the gross equity, or the gross equity is returning 96.65%. Monthly gain now is standing at 18.35%. Daily gain is standing at 0.61%. In all, this is much better than any form of investment. Even if you are going to invest in stock market, it's even doing better than, Warren Buffett strategy. Let's quickly look at the graph. You see the graph keep on changing. Here we started in May, 3rd of May 2017 with around 500 US dollars, and the fund has kept on growing at mustard seed or fractal format. We only take small profit out of the market and we compound that, and that returns more profit to us. And now people are having more trust in the strategy. We now have more people investing. More than 15,000 US dollars has been contributed into the fund. I will take you to inside the fund to see that I am not telling lies. Let's go to my strategies, and here is the fund, Fractal Fund Management, and I will display to you the total number of people now investing. Let's look at investors. Unlike my previous recording, you can see I now have more people who are following my strategy. This is because the strategy is working. It's working. and each person is returning profit on their strategy. So depending on how much they have started with, like for example, this person started with $200, he's now having about 242. He has gained 242. This one started with about $200, he's now having about $51 gain. The same thing, this one is having about $52 out of $200. So most people that have started with $200 some time back, they have gained much. Those who have just starting, they are also gaining. This is what Fractal fund management is all about. I am an expert trader, expert Fractal trader, let me call it that way. I develop the Fractal investment strategies. This is the only way you can make profit from the stock market, from forex market, by following the principles of mustard seed. Sometimes I call it chaos, sometimes I call it fractal, and the other time I call it raindrops or coalescing raindrops. This is just principle, or this is just a principle that is based on not investing too much of your equity in the market. As you can see, this gentleman who was the main leader in Swiss market, I have now overtaken him. I am now the main leader. I'm returning 96.65%. So this is all I want to show you today. The other strategy is also doing well, which is simultaneous capital. Like I said, I'm the one who is also promoting this. I'm promoting this for an investor in Nigeria. This has also gained 21%. So if I look at the total fund I have, I actually now have more than 16,000. I actually have 17,000 equity in my possession. People have entrusted their money to me to manage. The Bible said in Proverbs chapter 22 verse 29 said that if you are diligent in your work, you will stand before kings. You are not going to stand before mean men, you are going to stand before kings. So if I'm truly diligent in my work, if I can return profit to people, sure, more and more people will invest in this strategy. We are planning to raise 5.7 billion US dollars. It's possible. This is because of fractal nature of looking at problems. Instead of you to look at problems in form of a big problem, God said we should break the problem down into small bits. We break our problems into 7 steps. I will teach this later if you subscribe. When you subscribe, I will show you how to grow your LinkedIn membership or followers to 30,000, for example. Out of that, you will have people to help you to grow your connection. Your connections can increase up to 5 billion. So you could actually be the leader of 5.7 billion US dollars equity. So in conclusion, register. The fund which we started with 500 US dollars, you can see is growing, and you'll be left behind if you don't start on time. So once again, thank you for listening to this recording. When we have another milestone, I will also record and show you that we are actually doing very, very great. So the current fund is standing at 15,925. If I add the second fund, I'm actually having plus minus 17,000 in equity. So that is that. You can visit my LinkedIn page. As you can see, my followers on LinkedIn has increased again to 17,000. People need money. People are interested in what is working. And I have the ebook that will show you how I grow Forex equity from $500 to 15,000, and how we can grow it to $5.7 billion. It's true. Thank you. God bless you.